All right, we've got Mike Peterson here. If you have a question for him, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll call on you. Edwin Powell, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Congrats on the win, Coach. When
Thanks,
your wings are penetrating like they were tonight with Courtney and Tiffany and Kennedy, what does that do for the dynamic of your offense? What you guys want to do?
It's critical. I mean, it's the foundation of what we're doing, right? We've got, you just think about our lineup, right? Kennedy, Courtney, Tiff, Odyssey, Ari. And then when we play Crystal at the 4, she can drive from the 4, right? Mo can drive some from the 4. And so we got to get the court spread out, and then we've got to attack the rim. And the thing that our players have just done such a wonderful job with is when they get in there is making the right decision. Do I drop off to a post? Do I kick to a shooter? Do I go all the way, right? Because driving it in there is one thing, finding a way to score is another, right? And we're really growing in that area. I mean, the first game of the year, we drove it in there and it didn't pay off much. And the last 7 halves now have been really good there. We're really growing in that area, and we need to. And we got a lot of work still to do, but it's really critical to what we're doing.
Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Obviously, most of your offense is coming from the guards, but I wanted to ask about Monique. What does her versatility add for your team, and what did you like from her tonight?
Hey, I like everything about Mo, okay? Mo's not starting right now, okay? That doesn't mean she's not a starter, okay? The boost she gives us when she enters the game is palpable. It has palp. You can feel it, right? And we love that. I mean, we're in such a right now, such a nice place. We sub to our advantage. We don't sub to cover something up, right? When we bring Mo in, or we bring Crystal in, or we bring Odyssey in, or we bring Ari in, we're adding value to the lineup. And Mo's such a huge part of that. I mean, she leads us in plus minus. She has a double-double, right? And she gets her hands on balls on defense. She's super active. I mean, I just can't say enough, about Mo Billings. And again, think now, she started last year, and we've asked her to take on a different role, and she has embraced it like a champion.
Sylvia Guevara, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the big win. There were a lot of positives on tonight's game. And any one or two positives you could take to the next game?
Yeah, I think just first thing is how locked in we are, right, offensively. I mean, we had very few execution errors offensively, okay? And that's really critical for us. So that's really important for us, is to really, when we get in the half court, really execute, okay? And I thought we did that extremely well tonight. And the other thing, frankly, the biggest thing is they were the #1 rebounding team in our league coming into this game, and we out-rebounded them 45-32, okay? We've been getting murdered on the boards, and then the best rebounding team in our league rolls in here, and we get them by 13. I mean, that is such a testimony to our grittiness. The last 3 games have been perfect. They're pretty on offense and gritty on defense. Pretty and gritty. That's what we want to be. And the last 3 games have really been that way.
Becky Lewison, go ahead.
Part of the reason why you're able to win tonight was the intense ball movement that your team put together, especially with Enrique, especially since Enrique and Marina was basically going off of 48 points combined. How important was that in tonight's win?
Yeah, I mean, let's not kid ourselves. We outscored them, okay? I mean, I'm not sure I've ever given up 95 in regulation and won. And so for us to have the ball movement we had, we have 19 assists tonight. That's really good. The ball had energy. And we took a couple of shot clock violations where we passed up an open shot. And so the ball's got energy right now. And that's a powerful thing. And we're really happy with it.
And last question, Spencer Nussbaum, back to you.
Yeah, this was definitely, I'd say, a chippy game, if that was a way to describe it. Can you just talk about the physicality of your team and, maybe why the game was so chippy?
2 teams that played hard. You know what I mean? I mean, you have 2 teams that play that hard and get after each other that much, there's going to be some collisions. And after the collisions, there's going to be some animated discussion. Okay. And there was some of that tonight, but both teams competed. Nobody lost their cool. You know, you just got to sort it out and go. But I hope every team we play is frustrated, frankly. Okay. We need to play. Again, it's what we talk about in the locker room. We need to have beautiful chaos. And if you create chaos like we do, teams will get frustrated. And if teams get frustrated, that's when the chippiness starts. So we play a whole game without a little bit of chippiness from our opponent, we're probably not doing our job. And I thought tonight we did a pretty good job of doing our job.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks, everybody.
We've got Monique Billings here. If you have a question for her, go ahead and raise your hand. I'll call on you. Spencer Nussbaum, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Hey Mo, congrats on the win and the good game.
Thank you.
Coach was talking about just your willingness to adapt after starting last year and now, you know, coming off the bench. Could you just talk a little bit about that and, you know, why it's so seamless for you to fit into this team?
I would say I'm a team player, so I'm going to do whatever's necessary for my team at any time. I've always said that. So that was my conversation with Coach Mike before our first game, before the season opener. Just what do you need from me? What can I do? How can I serve this team? And so, yeah, just having that in the back of my mind, whatever my team needs. I know I bring a lot of energy, a lot of hustle. So, like I said, whatever my team needs at any moment, whether I am starting, whether I'm not starting, I know what I bring, and what I bring is special. So just to be consistent in that, regardless of where I'm at on the court.
Edwin Powell, go ahead.
Congrats on the win, Monique. Just talk a little bit about that second unit and the pride you guys have when you're out there. Coach said that when you guys sub, you guys don't have, there's no drop off. You know, you guys come in there, y'all do work. Talk a little bit about that second unit.
Yeah, it's super important for us not to have that drop off. In practice, we challenge each other so much. The second team, we really compete against the first team. And I feel like that kind of helps us to get game ready and just to prepare in a great way. And yeah, just our bench mob, what we just say contribute. So whenever you come in for however long, just make sure you're contributing in a positive way.
Spencer Nussbaum, go ahead.
Yeah, even from afar, I mean, it's easy to tell how much fun everyone is having, you know, playing on the floor. Can you just talk about the joy that's surrounding this team right now?
And winning is fun, right? Winning is super fun. These are the moments that we practice so hard for, and we go so hard to, you know, get those wins, to capitalize. And when you go hard, it's just fun. Like when you're out there fighting with your sisters, there's nothing like it. So when I know my guards have my back, my posts have my back, it just makes the environment so much lighter, and it's fun to compete.
Rafi Closen, go ahead.
Tiffany Hayes and Courtney Williams was locked into tonight's win. How important will that be going into the next game against the New York Liberty, who started the season off 5-1?
I missed the first part. Can you repeat it, please?
Two of your teammates were locked in, scoring at least 20 points, in Courtney Williams and Tiffany Hayes. How important will that be for the team going into the next game against the Green Nets doing the New York Liberty?
Extremely. I mean, they're locked in. They're always going to be locked in. I feel like defense will be a little more important for us to lock into in this next game. But they do what they do. I trust my guards, and I know they're going to get buckets.
Last couple of questions here. First, we'll go to Kim Doss. Go ahead, Kim.
Mo, is there a different mindset it takes coming off the bench? Is there a different mindset or preparation it takes coming off the bench compared to starting?
I mean, I'm preparing like I am starting. So I make sure I know what the first plays are, make sure I'm locked in on my assignments. There's, you know, no drop off, like we mentioned earlier. Just making sure that I'm just completely 100% locked in, being a good teammate, whatever my team needs from me, and just staying ready, being ready. I know when I come in, I know my role, I know what I do to bring that fire, bring that energy, get the hustle plays. So just, yeah, to stay ready. I think that's the mindset in totality, just to stay ready at all times.
Last question, we'll go back to Spencer.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about kind of your versatility on the floor and kind of your role as a glue player. Can you talk about the things that you specifically do on the court to, set the other guards up? Because they're the ones who are scoring 60 points, but you're still putting out 10 and 10. You're still setting hard screens, all of that.
Yeah, totally. Screens, that's a big thing that we talk about in our program, setting great screens. I take pride in getting my guards open. So if they get open off my screen, I'm like, we're sharing that bucket. I get a point, they get a point. It doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but that's how it feels in my mind. Like when, for example, if I'm getting Strick open and she hits a wide open 3 just off of the screen that I set, that's a bucket for both of us. And that's a great feeling.
All right, thanks so much, Mo.
Thanks.
If you couldn't hear, Courtney Williams is here. If you have a question for her, go ahead and raise your hand. Sylvia Guevara, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Hi, Courtney. Congrats on the big win tonight. I saw that your energy was on fire tonight on offense and defense. What's the motivation behind your energy?
We want to win. We won our last 2. We want to make it 3. So we know that we're a better team and we bring a lot of energy. So that's what we had to do.
Spencer Nussbaum, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about an exchange I believe you had during the game. Unless I'm mistaken, I think Marina Mabry said that, she can't guard me to you.
Talking about when I blocked her shot.
Yeah,
Is
that accurate?
People get mad when you lock them up. No, it ain't nothing. Ain't never been nothing. Can't do nothing when you get your shot blocked and the ref bail you out.
Edwin Powell, go ahead.
Congrats on the win, Courtney.
Appreciate it.
When you guys are rolling the way you are, Kennedy's going to the hoop, Tibbs doing her thing. Just talk about that, what that does for the offense out there, opening it up for you guys.
I mean, we're a problem. I think a lot of teams seeing it. When we all got it rolling, any given night, it could be any one of our nights. So you saw Tiff had it rolling, so we kept giving her the ball. Tiff had it rolling, Ken had it rolling, kept giving her the ball. So I think, like I said, we all can get hot at any given time, and we just gonna ride that wave.
Rafiq Lewis, go ahead.
How fun was it tonight to match your 20-plus performance with Arike Ogunwawe's 20-plus performance?
Say that again?
How fun was it to match your 20-plus performance tonight with Arike Ogunwawe's 20-plus performance, because it was literally going back and forth?
I ain't worried about nobody else on no other team. I don't know what she had. I don't really care what she had, to be honest. We're going to do what we do every night. I know Tiff had 20, and I know we won. I know Kennedy had 20, and I know we won.
And Spencer Nussbaum, last question. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about your chemistry with Monique and Elizabeth. What do they do to help set you and the other guards up on the floor?
I mean, they super athletic. I think you've seen a lot of that tonight, just the way they was rebounding, getting those boards. So, we all can get out, push pace, run. I think that's going to make us a better team.
All right. Thanks so much, Court.
Appreciate y'all.